previous World Cup tournaments, England have had a few little injuries before, most notably this man. Didn't make the squad in '98. It still hurts me, man, and it probably hurts you a bit more. But it was a shame, and we've seen that. David Beckham was injured before the tournament in '02, I think it was. Obviously, he made it. But if you could wrap an England player in cotton wool to make sure they were there, who England's most valuable player is, who would you choose, man?
Well, the obvious one would be Wayne Rooney. I think the form he's in at the moment, and we talked about him probably being England's likeliest top goal scorer as well in the tournament. Gerrard, the captain, but I'd say Jack Wilshere. You talk about wrapping someone up in cotton wool. He's had so many injury problems, and perhaps people have taken the focus off Jack Wilshere a little bit at club level. He's been overshadowed a little bit by Aaron Ramsey. But I think he's vital to England, really, in terms of keeping the ball.
A good dribbler of the ball.
That midfield cog that goes past people, will commit people. Exactly. So I would say Jack Wilshere.
Okay, interesting, Jack. So Jonathan, would you go along with that?
Well, I think it's sort of as a broader point, England have got this history of taking injured players to World Cups. So you think right back to '82, we took Keegan and Brooking, who weren't fit enough to play at the second phase. Took Brian Robson when he was unfit in 86 or 90. Both tournaments, in fact, both of them. Rooney in 2006 wasn't fully fit. Yeah. So basically, don't take somebody who's not fit, even if he's somebody like Rooney, who is absolutely central.
Ledley King.
Yeah,
I mean, big question mark.
Rooney to the Euros when he was missing the first two games anyway.
Yeah. I mean, there's no English player is so good that it's worth taking them when they're only going to be 78%.
I think Rooney's on. I think he's one of those.
You take a 70% fit, really? Because then he gets frustrated and stamps on some Portuguese player.
Well, you're hoping that he wouldn't do that.
That is a tradition.
I just believe
it's the rules.
That's right.
What he gives the squad in being there and knowing that he's to come, if they can get to a certain level, is something that I don't think we're good enough not to have. I don't think we're good enough not to bring a 70% fit Wayne Rooney. I agree with Matt, with Jack Wilshere. I'd love to see that Jack Wilshere gets there and flying fit, because I think he could be a major player for England, because he does get the ball and drive at their centre halves and then it's up to the forwards to make those moves off him. But I'd wrap Rooney up in Cornwall.
Yeah.
I'd wrap him up.
I think Rooney
he's essential for us.
Rooney's the only one I considered not taking 100%. I think you're right. I mean, what? Yeah,
Gerrard maybe?
Nah.
No.
But I think there's other players who can play that role.
If Gerrard didn't go, I believe Henderson could play that role.
I thought you meant you were going to wrap Henderson up in cotton wool.
Don't be surprised.
Just
wrap him up, just leave him at under.
You'll never know.